What's up guys, CrispyBon here. With Tears of the Kingdom coming out soon, I feel like now is the right time to collect all 900 Korok seeds. And well, the last time I played Breath of the Wild was 8 months ago, so this will be fun. Hopefully. And don't forget, for every subscriber I get in May, I'll donate 50 cents to St. Jude. So do them kids a favor and subscribe. Now, hour 1, I was confused on how to play the game, as you can see here. I think I was trying to learn how to wind bomb, but I just gave up learning it. Now, I already have some seeds marked from 8 months ago, and I was totally expecting to be missing some at the end of the video, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. You'll notice that for the majority of the video, I used the Royal Guard armor that makes you lose stamina slowly, and this mountain bite, and later on in the video, the fast travel medallion. Now, let me tell you, some of these seed challenges are annoying. Then, there's harder ones, but this one was the worst to figure out. I spent like 20 to 30 minutes trying to figure out this one right here, looking at all the different videos and tutorials, and I just really couldn't figure it out until I found this one guy on YouTube who had, I don't know, octoballoons. He threw it onto the boulder and then it went up, and then he used stasis, and then he hit it with something and it went flying into the spot, and that's what I did, and I got the seed. And just like in hour 1, there was a puzzle that stumped me, and it took me way too long to figure out. There was one of those block puzzles right next to the lake tower in Korok Lake. This puzzle had a block deep underwater that it was nearly impossible to find. And then I could barely see the puzzle on the wall because the shadow was completely blending it in with the wall, but I eventually got it. Now, after I got all the seeds that I marked from 8 months ago, I used IGN to help me find seeds in certain tower locations, and honestly, nothing interesting happened in the second hour. Let's move on to hour 3. After being away from the game for 8 months, I totally forgot how annoying rain was. And in this game, it rains every 3 minutes, especially in Zora's domain, which is where I am now, and it seems like that so far every hour, there seems to be a seed that pisses me off. This is one of those seeds where you need to find a flower and follow it, and this one sucks because it's on a rock, and then you need to climb to the side of the rock and keep following it until the top. But of course, since we're in Zora's domain, it loves to rain, and if you don't know where the hell have you been, it's been 6 years, when you climb and it rains, you slip a long way down. And I ended up eventually losing sight of the flower, and I had to look all over the place for it, but eventually I found it and I got the seed. Going into hour 4, I was making my way to a sea and I saw a golden lynel. I decided to fight it, and well, I got my ass handed to me. I stole 600 rupees and went back to collecting seeds. And besides getting my ass kicked, I rolled boulders into holes, I threw rocks in between rocks, and I shot a random balloon in the middle of nowhere. As hour 5 started, I began to realize I'm a really bad player, because these types of seed challenges should not be this hard, but my pea brain was not helping. I was so bad that I saved before trying these puzzles so I can save scum just in case I used all my arrows. But here's a cool little trick with the seed challenge right here. If you use stasis on the right apple and then chop down the rest of the tree, it'll count as you getting rid of all the apples and leaving that apple there. And make sure you save just beforehand in case you mess up. Moving on to hour 6, I started to clear some seeds in the Akkala Canyon. I don't know if I said that right, as you can see here. But I was struggling to find the locations for 2 reasons. 1, it all looks the same. And 2, IGN gives you locations, but just screenshots and refuses to elaborate where the hell they are. I don't know why it keeps saying nothing interesting happened. I spent nearly a day looking for seeds that most of them were just me picking up goddamn rocks. As hour 7 rolled on, I realized that this won't be as easy as I thought it was. In whatever area the reader reside, it was a cold place so I couldn't use my Royal Guard armor, and full of mountains making it hard to traverse, and it was a pain to move around. I'm pretty sure I spent more time climbing than driving around here. And besides climbing, nothing happened. During hour 8, I was suffering. I believe I was in the Hyrule region or something like that. I couldn't really care to remember, but this area was a living hell. Where I was in hour 7 is different from where I currently am now. I thought hour 7 was hell, but this one takes the cake for being the worst area for seed hunting. Unlike the last hour, there were only 33 seeds in the location. This one had 72, and most of the shrines were underground. I would say at least 15 seeds were stuck behind me having to stand there and melt ice. And to top it all off, there was one section near that weird maze shrine where there were 3 golden lynels and 2 feet of each other. You know that single mom nearby meme? Well, this was that, but with lynels.
Surrounded by couples all the time. I guess I should take it.
During the 9th hour, nothing happened. So here's me getting bullied by these stone rocks. Hour 10, nothing. Now in hour 11, there's this one seed that pissed me off 8 months ago. It is this one race in a Tano region, and it's a steep, and the timer is fast as hell. Just look at my attempt right here. And since flying didn't work, I tried to shield surf. I even tried riding my mountain bike down. But I ended up finding out a spot on the left side of the stump that made it much easier to get down. I just want to show you guys how good I am by hour 12.
So I missed.
On to hour 13, I went to Goron's homeland at Death Mountain, but I found this one rock seed puzzle that my small brain could not handle. See that rock over there? I needed to get that rock from that point to where I am standing now. Well, the trick is there is water where some parts are shallow and some parts aren't. Let me show you how bad I am at this. It took me 5 whole minutes to get that rock to where it belongs. In hour 14, it came to me that just like in the Hyrule region where I had to melt those ice blocks, in the Elden region, the equivalent is exploding rocks. And I'm glad because it's so much easier than melting those stupid rocks. And within this hour, I finished up the Elden region and double checked all the Dueling Peak seeds to make sure I didn't miss anything. After double checking all Dueling Peaks, it led me into hour 15. In hour 15 was the Central Tower, which included Hyrule Field, which is filled with Guardians. And it also unfortunately includes Hyrule Castle, but that is in hour 16. Let's focus on this hour. Now in these 21 hours of me playing this game, I only died twice, and both came in this region. And funnily enough, they came in the same location, the Ranch Ruins. And I didn't even die to Guardians. I died by 2 Golden Bokoblins on horseback with bows. Here's my first death. And the second death was wild to me because this man hit me 4 times in a matter of seconds. Just look at this. That was a massive skill issue moment, but I decided to not to fight them anymore and just get to see it, which I did. But besides those 2 deaths, I got 39 seeds in this hour. I was flying by in this region. While playing through hour 16, I was cleaning up the seeds in Hyrule Field, but I got stumped by this one right here. Usually for these, you need to place an apple in the missing spot, but for this particular one, you needed a rusted shield. And of course I didn't have one, because who in their right mind carries a rusted shield? But luckily there was a rusted shield nearby, and I got this dumb seed, and I took the shield back just in case I needed it. Now here comes the worst part of the central region, Hyrule Castle. Now you may be asking, Crispy, why is it annoying? Well, it's simple. This stupid map. Granted, it's not confusing to look at, but it can be annoying to find where the seed is when you can move the entire map 360 degrees. But getting the seeds were not that hard, so nothing else to report in this area. Oh, no wait, I lied. Here's a clip of me bullying this guy. After getting all the seeds in the castle, I can go on to the last region, and it was the Akkala region in hour 17. The only reason why I was annoyed was because the IGN website did not have the right screenshot for one of the seeds. Take a look at these screenshots. Now you tell me, what's the difference? You guessed it, nothing, because the wrong screenshot for one of them. If you go to the website and look for yourself, seed 7 is actually here. In hour 18, I had to get a boulder from here to here. The only thing stopping me was a golden lynel, but I decided to get rid of it by using an ancient arrow, only to find out I have none. So now I had to square up with the golden lynel, and it took me 6 minutes to beat it. And I got the seed, so happy endings always. Now we're 19, I was wrapping up and getting all the seeds in the Akkala region. Do you recall, at the start of the video, I said I was going to be missing some seeds? Well yeah, here we are. I'm missing 10. I spent the next 2 hours looking at an interactive map, marking off all the seeds that I have gotten. And then I thought to myself, if I will be missing some seeds, it will be from the area where I started, the Faron Woods. And I was right. In hour 21, I collected the last 10 seeds. There was 1 in Death Mountain, 2 somewhere else I don't know, and 7 were in Faron Woods. Now it's time for the last seed, the hardest challenge of them all. And after 21 hours across 5 days, I finally got my golden poop. So after all that, I finally got the golden poop. Before I send you guys away, I need to say thank you for all support. When I was recording content for this video, I surpassed 1,000 subscribers, and it means a lot to me. I also want to shout out Aura Expert, who made not only this thumbnail, but my road to Master Ball rank 1 as well. His link for his channel and his Twitter will be in the description below the donation link, which if you guys want to donate to St. Jude as well, I have affiliated link down below. And don't forget, each sub I get in May, I'll donate 50 cents to St. Jude. Guys, have a great day, and I'll see you all at Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow. Peace out.